Hi friends, good morning and good evening. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you fundamentals of Python. So before proceeding to our topic, you need to install Python in your machine. So if you don't know how to install Python in your machine, previously I have recorded two videos, that is how to install Python in machine, and one more thing is how to execute Python program in Eclipse. These are the two videos I am going to provide in the below comment section. Please refer. And today I am going to start Python fundamentals. How to declare the variables, what are the data types present in Python, and what are the operations, how to use those operations, numeric operations, string operations. So before that, after installing Python, so currently I am in the Windows 10 machine, go to search here and type Python. So here it is showing as Python shell. So when you click on this one, it will open. So before going to Python programming, I am just explaining a small hello world example in Java. So how to write Java. So what happened when you come into the Java, we need to create a class followed by a class name, and you can declare public, static, void main and string args, and you can create curly braces and then write sys.out.println, and you can pass the some hello world. It will take around 5 to 10 lines of code we need to write in Java. It's hello world. So when you're coming to the Python, we have to write only one method. We can pass it as a string parameter. Like the Python, it has provided the print method. So I'm going to type print, and we can pass double quotes hello world. So let's, when you pass this parameter to the print method, click enter, then it will be showing as output. So it's very easy when compared to Java programming. So let's assume one more time, I am passing single colon with string. So let's execute. So it will be showing as this one. So if you write some operations, 2 plus 3, so it will showing as result as 2 plus 3 as 5. So similarly we can execute in Python Eclipse. So print we can followed by hello world. I am passing parameter as hello world. So let's run this application. So see, same output is coming. So we can run Python programs in Python shell, which has been provided by the default, or we can configure in Eclipse. So now I am going to create one new file. Click on PyDev module, write in the basics. Sorry, maybe it will be already existing file name. So already existing. So I've created this one. So before start the programming, how to declare a variable and what are the rules present in the Python. So I'm going to show you. So variables are created, whatever the name you can give, but you cannot declare any data type while creating the variables. Variables are very case sensitive. Suppose when you declaring a small a, and you can declare another variable name as a, but both are different variables. That is the one thing. And how to declare the variable in Python. So this is the syntax. We can declare the variable name followed by the equal to symbol and followed by the value. So this both variable name and value are separated by the equal to parameter, means sorry, equal to operator. So let us go to our Eclipse. So let us create how to declare a variable. So we can provide any variable name. So I'm going to provide as x, some separated by equal to operator, and I'm assigning the value as some value 13. So when you seeing this is a digit data type, but how does the Python interpreter identifying? So when you're assigning this value to particular variable, the Python interpreter automatically detecting. So whatever the variable assigning, it will automatically detected based on the value is assigned to the variable. Suppose here I am assigning x equal to 13, means it will be 13 as a data integer data type. So based on this data type, the memory will be allocated to particular variable. So let us assume, but if you want to know about the, whether this is a integer data type or float data type, so we can use type method provided by the Python to check the particular variable assigned in the particular data type, like whether it is an integer, whether it is a float, or whether it is a string. So print type and follow this parameter, pass the parameter as a x if you want to see what data type it has been allocated to particular variable. So let us run, save, let's run this application. So see, it is showing as class int. So I'm going to create another variable name as y. I'm assigning the some variable as string Python program. So again we need to write some this program here. This print method and follow. We can change the variable x to y. We need to check whether it is a string or not. So save this and run this up programming. So see, the first one it is showing as int variable, second one it is showing as string. So because y we are passing as a string, so that's why it is showing as string data type. So what is the memory which has been allocated to particular variables? So we need to identify by using the id method which is provided by the Python. So let us run print id of x. So id of x means the memory which has been allocated, which will be displaying here. Similarly for print the memory of the string variable, like here is y, id of y. So let's run. So see, the first one it is showing as a type of x is nothing but it is a class in data type, and the what is the memory it is allocated, they have been allocated this variable. Similarly for the y, type of y and id of y, it is displaying as some memory has been allocated. This is the way we can declare. So we don't need to define any data type before the variable. So that is the one funda. Next one, I am going to show you Python data types. There are different types of data types present in Python. That is, one is integer, float, complex, and also have some built-in data types like dictionary, list, set, frozen set, tuple, string. So first of all, I am concentrating on the integer, float, complex and string data type. So upcoming session I am going to show you dictionary, list, set, frozen set, tuple. How can we declare, how can we use? So let us consider I am going to show you numeric operations, that is int and float, complex. So if you want to perform any operations, Python default has provided some operators. There are different types of operators, that is addition, concatenation, division, multiplication, exponential, identity, plus, minus, greater than, less than symbol, greater than or equal to. These are all different types of operators are present in the Python. So I'm going to execute one by one. So suppose let us create one variable name z equal to 13 and a equal to 12. So we'll perform arithmetic operations. 13 z plus a, and I'm copying this operation. So I'm using the minus star multiplication operation and division operation, and this one division operation again, and I'm going to use percentage operations here. So let us run our program. See, now it is showing as arithmetic operation 13 plus 12, it is showing as 25, and 13 minus 12 as 1, 13 into 2 as 156, and here 13 by 12, 13 double I means division operation by a means it will be giving as 1. So if you giving the another division operation 13 by 12, it will be giving the floating point values, because so whenever if you want to division we can need accurate results, we can use single division operation. If you want only the without any decimal points, we can use double forward slashes. This will give the accurate results. And similarly 13 by 12 percentage means it will give 1. So this way we can done the operations in Python, arithmetic operations. So let us see how to execute floating values. We can declare y1 equal to floating 123.9 f. So and we can declare 9, it will be showing as floating point values. So if you want to test whether this is a floating data type or not, you can use type method, can pass as y1 variable. So let's run this program. See, it is showing as type of y1 is class float variable, and next one is using the complex data types. So how to declare a complex variables in Python? So let's consider I am going to create some variable as c equal to x plus y j. This is the way we can declare complex data types in Python. So here this one, the j is a complex number. This part plus, before plus it will be x is declared as a real variable and this one is declared as a complex number. So I am going to declare complex numbers. C equal to 2 plus 3 j. Okay, so and d is equal to 5 plus 5j. So let's test whether it is a complex data type or not. Is it complex data type? And use type method and pass it as any one of the complex data type variable. So I am passing as a C data type variable. So we can also do some arithmetic operations on complex data types. Print C plus D C minus D and C star D. You can give the spaces for the both variables or keep it the same thing, no problem. So let us run application now. See, here I am declaring whether to test this is a complex data type or not. So let us see, it is a complex data type. See, it is showing as complex data type. So next one is what I am doing. I am doing the operations C plus D. So 2 plus 5 and 5 plus 8, 7j, and you can use in the operation C minus D. Here 2 minus 5 means minus 3 minus 2j. So here we are doing the multiplications in using the complex data type. What happens is so 2 plus 3j and 5 plus 5j means what happens is how it will work is, let us show you how the output will come. 2 plus 3j, 2 plus 3j multiplication and followed by what are the variable name is 5 plus 5j. So what happens is, first of all, this variable is considering 2 multiplying with these variables, 2 into 5. So I will show you 2 into 5, and next one is 2 into 5j. This is the one thing. Similarly 3 into 5 plus 3 into 5j, 3 into 5j. This will be each variable and remaining with the multiply with the some other variables. So here is 10 plus, here 10 plus 10j, here 15 plus 15j. What is the operation I am doing? Here is multiplication. 10 plus 15 is 25, and here it is doing j will be going as minus. So it will be showing as minus. Here complex is j into j is into j square into nothing but minus 1. So that's why it is going as minus 5 plus 25j. So next one is I am going to show you so I have numeric operations. So we can convert integers to octal, hexadecimal and binary numbers. So here, octal numbers are prefixed by 0 followed by 0 and 0 followed by hexadecimal numbers 0 followed by x, and binary numbers 0 followed by b. This is complex numbers. How we can representation x plus yj, where x and y are floats and j is -1. The square root of means nothing but j is 1. So I am going to show you how to convert integer to octal. Consider a equal to 10. So if you want to convert this integer data type to binary, you can use print. So you can use binary operations. We can pass as number, and similarly we can use, sorry, by mistake it has been 2 extra parameters there. So next one we need to print convert x to this integer to hexadecimal, and similarly print you can convert to octal. So you can pass as 10. So let us run this application. So here see the 10, the binary will be converted to 1010 and followed prefixing with 0b, and a 10 hexadecimal 10 will be converted to a followed by 0x, and octal 0o followed by 12. So these are the suffixes which represents the whether it is a binary, hexadecimal or octal numbers. So one more thing is how to provide string data types in a variables. So we can declare b equal to hello Python programming the next one is we can also declare c1 variable. You can declare single quotes also, we can declare in the string data type to particular variable. Python 3.8. So if you want to check whether it is a string data type or not, you can use to test the whether it is a string data types. So we can use type method. Similarly we can use the C1. So let us test our program. So it is interpreter programming. So let's run. So C1 I am declaring as Python 3.8 as single quotes, and B also I am declaring as hello Python programming. So it is verifying whether it is a string data type or not. So it is showing as string. Here it is showing as complex because so I am combining the string and variable numbers. That is 3.8 means complex number it will be considering. So if you want to remove this one, so let's run one more time. Sorry, so I am passing a C here. so it will consider this one only. So that's why it is showing as complex. So let's replace with the C1. Run as Python see here string. So for the previously also I written Python 3.8, right? So let us run. So see, it is string only. So previously I done passing instead of C1 I am passing as C only. So that's why it is showing as complex numbers. So these are the arithmetic operations and how to declare the variable and what are the different types of data types present in Python programming. So upcoming session, how to access Python how to access a index of the string. So suppose if I want to access, so suppose how to access index of the particular element in the string. Suppose if you want to access E only, so what happen is B, we can use the open brackets, you can pass as a 1. So index elements always starting with a 0. So if you want to access element of E, so 0 1 second element of this string is E, so you can be using this one, this way you can get the particular element. So these type of operations I am going to explain in the upcoming session. So how to access particular string variable in forward and reverse direction, how to use the string methods and dictionary and set, list, tuple, these are all going to discuss in the upcoming session. Thank you so much for spending your time, and whoever new to this channel, please subscribe, share to my channel. If you have any feedback, please provide it, and thank you very much.